Have you ever found yourself setting a goal but never achieving it? Have you ever felt like you're constantly bouncing from one task to another, never quite sure if what you're doing is actually helping you to get closer to your vision and to your goals? Well, if that's the case, then in this video, I'm going to give you the ultimate goal setting technique and the exact steps that you can follow that will not only help you reach your goals 10 times faster, but also they will help you stay motivated and stay on track every single day so you can work towards that goal effortlessly. The good news is that there is a way that you can break through this cycle and tap into a state where your daily efforts, your daily inputs align perfectly with your vision. And in this video, I'm going to give you the ultimate goal setting technique and the exact steps that you can follow that will not only help you reach your goals 10 times faster, but also it will help you to stay motivated every single day to work towards those goals and making them happen. And if you're new here, my name is Miriam and I help entrepreneurs and professionals get more done in less time so they can make more money and reach their goals at record time. And I do all of that by helping them overcome self-sabotage, optimize their mind as well as their performance so they can think, feel, and operate like the top 1% in their field. Now, if you're interested in getting one-on-one help as well as receiving proven tools and resources that will help you do that in as fastest way possible, then you can check out the first link in the description where you can find more information. Now, without further ado, let's just dive right into the video. The first thing that needs to be done when it comes to understanding goal setting is the principle of goal stacking. So what is goal stacking? It's a building out the direction and going all the way up to the ultimate unachievable goal to the goal directed actions. Now, here's the order that you should have when you want to achieve your goal. So first should come purpose. So that's the number one thing that you need to figure out before anything else, before any goal. And then you have your hard goal, which is the big long-term goal, long-term vision that you have for yourself. Then we have annual goals, quarterly goals, monthly goals, weekly goals, and daily goals. Each goal must stack on top of each other to make it efficient and to make it work. Now, to accomplish your goals, goal stacking is not enough. There are other things that you need to do to make it happen. And the biggest thing is that you need to become goal-oriented. And I'm going to share a couple of ways that you can do that. So the way number one is to expand your beliefs on what's possible. In order to achieve something that you want, you need to first believe that it's possible and that you can do it. So that's the number one thing that you need to work on if you're currently not believing in yourself or the fact that you can achieve this big goal. And it's because the bigger you think, the bigger goals you set, and the wider the possibility space you create. Now, here are a couple of ways that you can go about it. Number one, you need to surround yourself with like-minded individuals and preferably entrepreneurs and professionals who are on the same path as you are and they're working towards the same thing as you. And that's really important because your environment dictates how you're going to live your life, how you're going to work, how you're going to show up. Because if you have toxic environment and toxic people around you, then guess what? You're going to adapt to the same frequency of these people. You're going to essentially model those people that you don't want to be. And the more you hang out with those people, the worse you get, essentially, right? So that's why you need to surround yourself with people that will show you that it's possible and they will help you and motivate you to keep going and stay on track. Second thing is that you can actually 10x your goals. Like, don't think small. If you have a goal, your mind doesn't distinguish between that this is easy goal and this is difficult goal, okay? So that's why don't you just 10x your goal? Or 20x or even 100x your goal and to see what can happen. And another thing that you can do to think bigger and to set bigger goals, you can ask yourself, what would you do? What would you like to achieve if you knew that you couldn't fail? What would you want to achieve if you knew that it is possible and that anything that you set for yourself can happen? Like, what would you want to achieve? What life would you like to have? What goals you would set? And here's the thing when it comes to high performance and actually staying motivated towards your goals is that your being is not motivated by small goals. Okay, to achieve peak performance and to be driven and motivated, you need to set big goals, exciting, challenging goals. And that way, you're going to not only get into the flow much easier every single day, but also you will stay motivated because you have something big you're working towards. And lastly, about expanding your beliefs on what's possible is to essentially get rid of all the negative and limiting beliefs that you currently have about yourself, as well as about your goals and your future. Once you get rid of that old programming, all of those limiting beliefs, then you can create new ones that will help you move faster towards your goals and will actually give you the proof that it's possible. And this is really important because if you have limiting beliefs holding you back, then it's like you're trying to climb a mountain, but you have a backpack full of rocks and it's really having you down and you just cannot walk and climb through the mountain because you simply have something pulling you down constantly as you make one step further towards getting to that mountain. Okay, so get rid of that baggage, get rid of those limiting beliefs and create beliefs that you want to believe in. Create beliefs that will help you progress on your journey much easier and much faster. The second thing that you can do to become goal oriented, and the second thing that will help you achieve your goals faster, is to simply reverse engineer your big goal. So here's this saying about like eating an elephant. Like there's this question, how do you eat an elephant? You eat an elephant one bite at a time. And this applies to your goals as well. Like you need to start by setting this big goal. Like we talked about before, it starts with a purpose. And I'm going to touch on this later as we go. But first you have your purpose and then you have your big goal. So big goal is your elephant. And once you reverse engineer the goal, you know the exact steps you need to take to get there. This is exactly how you're going to get to your goal. It's not by really trying to tackle this big goal at once. It's just creating these micro goals, these small steps to help you get to that big goal day by day, month by month, year by year. So first of all, you need to figure out your purpose and your reason why you are in this, why you're working every single day, for whom you're working, like what's the biggest driver. Okay, then you can set your high hard goal, which is the big goal and the big mission that you want to achieve in the next 1 to 5 years. From there, once you have your high hard goal, you want to reverse engineer your 1 year goal. And that starts with your quarterly goal, with your monthly goal, and weekly and daily goal. And your day-to-day must be in alignment with your big goal. If you want to achieve that big goal and that purpose that you want to have in life, then the tasks that you work on every single day, they must be aligned in what you want to achieve next year, next 5 years, next 10 years, okay? And to make this simple to understand, I created these 2 examples. So example 1 is you want to make $3 million in your business in the next 3 years. So your yearly goal, when we reverse engineer this and we use this process of reverse engineering, is that in your first year, or the yearly goal that you can set for yourself is to make $1 million. That means that each quarter you should make around $250,000, which means that every month you should aim for around 83K. Every week you should make around 20K, and every day you should make around $694. Example number 2 is that in 1 year you want to have 10K subscribers on YouTube. And instead of making this money oriented, I created this example of reverse engineering your actions that will help you get to your outcome. So let's say the goal is to record 144 videos. That means that each quarter you should make 36 videos. That means that every month you should aim for making 12 videos, and every week that's 3 videos. So when it comes to your daily goal and daily focus is that you can brainstorm, script, record, and edit. So that's the most important thing. So this is exactly how you can use this reverse engineering process on action as well, not just like money and things that it's sometimes hard to control, but also on things that you can control. Reverse engineering your inputs that will get you to your desired outputs. And that leads me to the first example. If you knew that you have to make $694 a day, what would you do every single day to get there? This question can be helpful if you want to figure out what your daily action should be. Then you will probably find out that you can do content. Okay, so how many pieces of content are you going to put out? What type of content? What platforms? How does that look like? Maybe you can also think, okay, I can run ads towards my product, toward my service. How much ad spend do I need? What type of ads would I run? Maybe you will realize that prospecting is also the way. So how many conversations and meetings do you have to book every single day that will result in you making almost $700? And also sales, like how many clients at what price do you need to close every single day, every single week that will help you to get to your desired result? Now, biggest thing that I want to mention here when it comes to like setting goals and reverse engineering this process, especially when you're focusing on like the money, like with the first example about making $3 million in the next 3 years, you don't really want to be caught up in the process and really be attached to it and really be focused on the details all the time. Like this is helpful. Like you should just look at it as a roadmap. But as you know, things in life change. It's not going to be 100%. It doesn't mean that this is exactly how you're going to get to your $3 million. Maybe your yearly goal is to make $1 million, but maybe quarter 1, you won't make a single dollar, but maybe in the quarter 2, you're going to make $500,000. Okay. Like that was just an example, just to show you that it won't be like this. It won't be like I outlined right here. It's just helpful to set your targets, but you need to detach from those targets and just let it flow, because it won't be 100%. Don't get attached to your goals. Just have that plan, but be open to new possibilities of you reaching those goals in a completely different way. Okay, so don't get caught up in the process and the details. Number 3, create goal-oriented action. So goal-oriented action is an action that will help you progress more toward a goal than any other possible action that you can take. Okay, so this action is aligned with what you want, and it's not distracting. It's not a busy work. It's not the work that is not going to produce the results that you want. It's actually very targeted, and it's the only action that you should take if you want to reach your goals. Okay, and when you perform every single day those goal directed action, then you're going to get into the flow state much easier, and this is essentially the key to peak performance, focus, and ensuring that you're putting yourself out there at the best way possible every single day. So the more goal directed your actions are, the greater the dopamine release, the more flow you will get. And this is happening because once your brain perceives something of importance, then it increases your dopamine, which increases the motivation and focus. Okay, so this is really important to remember as well. Now you might be asking, what are those actions that you need to focus on every single day? So find 3 to 5 goal-directed actions that when you take, you know for 100% that you're going to achieve your goals. So for instance, the example with the YouTube, okay, so you know that if you want to have 10K subscribers, then one of those goal-oriented actions could be scripting. Second could be recording. The third could be editing, okay? And fourth could be like SEO and keywords and things like that. And this is exactly what you should be focused on if you want to reach 10K subs by the end of the year. Okay, so that was just an example. Now, on top of your daily goal-oriented actions, create daily micro goals. The example could be that you will work on a YouTube video as a part of your daily KPIs. As I've said, the daily micro goal could be as little as creating a title, brainstorming the topic, editing the thumbnail, or researching the thumbnail. Those little micro goals that you can tick off by the end of the day, and this will help you again like produce more dopamine, which will help you feel more rewarded and also help you with focus and motivation. This is really important. So if you want to be motivated every single day and work on your business consistently, then also create these little micro goals that will help you stay motivated and stay on track. Okay, and the last thing is to separate planning from doing. So there are 2 types of thinking: divergent thinking and convergent thinking. Now, divergent thinking is more creative and convergent thinking is more narrowed to a single thing. Okay, so the thing here is that when you're working towards achieving your goals every single day, you need to understand that you can use one or the other. You cannot use these 2 types of thinking at the same time because it will block flow, it will block your thinking, and you won't simply produce any good output out there because you cannot combine these 2. Okay, you need to pick one and then the other, never together. Because as I've said before, when you switch between them, you block flow. And the goal here is to become more proactive, not reactive. You want to have full control and you want to focus on one thing at a time, just like with multitasking. And when you just separate planning from doing, when you create blocks in your day and maybe even a couple days a week are focused on planning and a couple days a week are focused on doing, the same with your days, like you can separate them into 2, then you're going to focus on the right thing. You're not going to be distracted by things that you shouldn't be working on, things you shouldn't be focused on, and you're going to focus on only what matters for a certain period of time every single day. So make sure that you plan those 3 to 5 daily actions with micro goals as well. And you can put them in one productivity system. It could be Notion, it could be Todoist, or anything, whatever you're using. And also you can block them in your calendar so you see every single day when are you doing different tasks and when are you separating planning from doing. So that's everything for this video. If you liked it, make sure that you hit thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.